About pitching. Pitching relates to selling your ideas or talking about your ideas from the point of view of either recruiting contributors, partners to your idea, or from the point of view of getting money, or in fact users to use your idea. So kind of that pitch is really a sales task. And so basically what I want to quickly, before I dive into it, there's kind of one piece, in many ways it belongs in last class, but I want to talk about this. I actually had some discussions with some of you offline. And before you pitch an idea, I want to kind of just one more time say what an idea is. And the way I'm going to do it today is tell you what an idea is not. Okay? So, we always said an idea is something that's personal to you and addresses a broader need. It's not just the space you'd like to work in, or even kind of a concept, or a technology. So 3 ideas that don't work. I put them down here for that reason. The first one I call idea is world peace. Okay, so none of you delivered the idea world peace. But let me talk to you about that.
Beauty pageant.
Second?
It's like the beauty pageant. Everyone says it.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly right. So basically, everybody, you will never. Is world peace a big idea? Holy cow! So why is nobody working on it? Well, because we haven't figured out a way to, saying that I'm working on world peace is not exactly an idea in itself, right? It's a space to work in. Something that is big, but it doesn't make it a big idea if you can identify a big problem. Entrepreneurship is about big solutions, not big problems. You see the difference. So just because you talk about world peace is not making it a big idea. The question is, what can you do about world peace? You, with your idea, with the tool sets that you have, with what you bring to the table, to make an impact there. By itself, saying world peace is not making it a big idea. Trust me, look at some of your ideas. Some of them have the character world peace. So they're using different things. So that's kind of one idea that doesn't work. Another idea I call Google Earth. Okay. The idea, I could bring all satellite imagery onto a website and have people go look through that satellite imagery. Every person that has ever looked at satellite imagery, like either on this TV show or in other places, right, and has a computer, trust me, one day or another, I had the idea of doing that. That's not an idea yet. Because the hard part about that is to focus on the pipe of getting satellite imagery that has a certain bit rate into your tiny little computer, or even worse, into my tiny little phone. So the idea is not the concept. In this case, it's actually something pretty tangible, right? It's a product that you could think about. But the idea is not what the endpoint is. It's the way to the endpoint. In some ways, it's different, in my mind, to the world peace thing, because it's actually more tangible, it's more measurable here, but it's still not good enough, because you have not identified where the problem actually is. You can go pick up every satellite image that NASA has taken. And everybody could do that long before the keyhole guys came around that Google bought and they turned into Google Earth. Everybody could do that. What they figured out is how to pipe the information through. By the way, who figured it out? Does anybody know about this story? Who's the guy who solved the problem? What's his background? Can anybody guess? What's the background of the guy who figured out how to pipe a large amount of data through so it gives a good experience to the person who's actually playing with it?
Networking?
No.
Architecture?
No. I gave you a cue in my sentence. No.
Plumber.
No.
Hot piping.
Gaming. Computer gaming. So the guy is a gamer. So basically, what he did before he went to that company is, virtual games on a computer, same problem. How do you pipe information through to give you a virtual feel of where you are? So that's how he knew how to solve it. then what they did is they basically, the satellite guy, what he actually had, what was really good, he had connections to the military. So they got the military to sign up as the first customer. The Keyhole company, together with the game developer, built basically something that then Google bought. So the hard part was not coming up with the fact that satellite imagery should be available. The hard part is to solve what is the problem in this, getting all the images and piping it, which is the hard part. So that's kind of I call it bad idea number 2. It's not a bad idea in itself, but it's totally incomplete. It's not an idea yet, right? So then idea nanoparticle. So who's a PhD student? 2 we have, right? This is our problem. Those of us who are geeks. We fall in love with our technology. And our idea is what? Our technology. But that's not an idea yet. That's not an entrepreneurial idea. That's something that we can win proposal from the government. But it's not good enough for entrepreneurship. A kind of science product is not providing entrepreneurial value. It only becomes and only creates entrepreneurial value if the other parts are in there. So it's almost the nanoparticle idea is almost the opposite to the peace idea. Here's a solution to a problem I do not know. Here's a problem, the peace idea, and I have no clue what the solution is. Get the point? So